So this is our second box from Library and Educational Services.
And if you watched our last video, you know that we already built a big box.
We had a much bigger box that we went through, so definitely
watch that video.
Check that video out. All right, this is our smaller box, but I think it's the box that you're a little bit more excited about, aren't you?
It has all of.
It's gonna have a lot of stuff.
It's gonna have all the Who Was books, I think.
All right.
In our last video, we also had one Who Was.
Oh my goodness, there's so many things in here.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Who Was Jane Austen? Who Was John F. Kennedy?
Jane Austen.
Who was Jules Verne?
Where's the werewolf?
Who was Leif Erikson? Leif Erikson?
Where's the werewolf?
I'm sure we got some in there. Who was Lewis Carroll? Who was Marco Polo?
Marco Polo. I just love that joke.
Who was Marie Antoinette?
Antoinette.
Who?
See, I took her head off. Oh.
She did have her head cut off. Who was Mark Twain?
Thanks.
Who was Mother Teresa?
No.
Who was Napoleon?
Napoleon.
Grand Emperor of France. Who was Queen Victoria? Who was Richard Nixon?
Ooh, Richard Nixon.
Who was Robert E. Lee?
There's so many.
Who was Sacagawea?
Do that.
Who was Sitting Bull? Who was Susan B. Anthony?
I love her.
Who was Theodore Roosevelt? Who was Ulysses S. Grant? Who was Winston Churchill? Who was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart? Who were the Brothers Grimm? What is the Panama Canal? You know, we know someone who's been through the Panama Canal. You have an aunt who's been through the Panama Canal a whole bunch.
Okay, that's gonna be it.
What was D-Day?
Okay, I'm getting too much on this.
What was Ellis Island?
Doing that.
What was Pearl Harbor?
Sorry.
What was Pompeii? What was the Alamo?
On the Who Was, they have big jumbo heads and
Hey, stop shaking the table.
they have big giant heads and like small bodies.
Small bodies. All right.
That's
What was the Battle of Gettysburg? Who was Jacques Cousteau?
We have so many Who
Where
Was.
is the Kremlin? Where is the Vatican? Who is Bill Gates? Who was Abigail Adams? Who was Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
Don't shake the table. I'm gonna get the rest of these out and put them in front of us because it's getting harder and harder to reach into this box. All right. What was the Berlin Wall?
So, you really think that
What was the bombing of Hiroshima? What was the gold rush? What was the Great Depression? What was the Hindenburg? What was the Wild West? What were...
Bill going on?
I'm still going. What were the Salem witch trials? Ooh, this one's really thick. What were the Twin Towers? Where is Machu Picchu? Where is the Eiffel Tower?
Sorry.
You got distracted by how cool it was. Who was Albert Einstein?
Whoa, how big is this?
So big, so big.
I can't even carry.
Yeah, you would not be able to carry that. Okay. Who was Alexander Graham Bell?
Wait a minute.
Who-
He had the same name as Alexander the Great.
Yes, they're both Alexanders. Who was Andrew Jackson? Who was Anne Frank?
Right.
Who was Blackbeard?
Blackbird.
Who was Clara Barton? Who was Daniel Boone? Who was Davy Crockett? Who was Eleanor Roosevelt?
Whoa, so many.
Who was Franklin
How
Roosevelt?
will I keep going?
We're almost done.
This is a big in my head.
Who was Gandhi? And who was George Washington Carver? All right, then we have never tried these books before, but I wanted to see how we liked them. So we've also got Imagination Station.
Mama, but I didn't know this was the whole. I didn't know this was the whole series.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, definitely not the whole series.
This isn't the whole series. We actually have quite a few more. All right. So this is Imagination Station, a midnight. The Redcoats are coming.
I don't think I.
This is Imagination Station, Captured on the High Seas, and Imagination Station's Surprise at Yorktown. All right, some good American history stuff there. We also picked up some audiobooks. I have also never tried any of these, so I have no idea if we'll like them or not. But Rush Revere and the American Revolution, Rush Revere and the Presidency, and Rush Revere and the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, that's our second enormous book haul.
I'm still lining up the Who Was.
She's still lining up all the books.
But